welcome to another TopCup Reacts. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Arroyo. Alongside me, as always, John Orevitas. John, say hi.
Hi.
We are today reacting to Ubisoft, what is it, September? The September Ubisoft Forward. Yes, because Ubisoft has many forwards planned for us.
We don't ever know when they are because we don't look at the release dates of these planned fucking conferences.
And because of that, we are running a tad bit late, but we wanted to get our thoughts and voices out on it anyway, and maybe have some interaction with you guys about everything going on. I hear there's some really fun things happening in this, and I cannot wait to get into it. So let's get into it.
Now, it's time to revisit a dear friend.
Yusef.
Sam?
Most people think time is
Prince
like a
of Persia.
river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell
another movie.
It's Sands of Time remake, I think.
So a remake of the movie.
Of the game.
I know.
Inside the hourglass is a mouth of no limit.
Did you ever end up like watching the full movie, John?
Only the
Yeah, I saw it
dagger
with
can
you.
unlock the sands of time.
We didn't watch the full movie, did we?
We saw like the full movie, dude.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought we only watched like an hour.
Nah, man. Well, I remember like the entire movie.
my father turned to
Okay.
sand.
I just don't remember it ending, so
You cannot defeat this enemy. The sands will consume.
I might have taken a shower, I don't know.
Come with me then. But I warn you, I move pretty fast. You'd better keep up.
Prince of Persia Sands of Time Remake releases January
Yusef
2021
McGee.
on the PS4,
Why are you always so
Xbox
fucking
One,
swole,
and
Yusef?
PC.
It's time to head over to the virtual city of Neo Arcadia, where an intense and fast-paced battle rages on.
Was great at that, and that's why they kept being like at the top for like a year. Just event after season after season.
Cara, você não tá entendendo. Isso é hoje, aqui. A gente tem que ir lá.
It's a heartbeat, a pulse, a distinct vibration. It's a surge, a rush, the raw of a nation.
Yeah, this is a Ubisoft ass fucking
But everything you believe in,
promo for something that
it's nothing you
Just
expected.
dance. No, it's a soccer.
You ever achieved,
it has to be
it's
FIFA.
nothing you could have trained for. Yet everything you would have wanted.
Wait, is Ubisoft doesn't do FIFA, does it?
Yet everything you always needed.
I thought maybe 2K does
It's
FIFA. I'm
everything
not
you
sure.
achieved, everything you cared about. It's everything you accomplished, everything you cheered for. It's in every strategy planned, in every.
I mean, it
inch of
obviously has something to do with soccer.
game. It's more than gaming. It's more than just support. It's sharing.
Sitting in the center here, coastline.
Okay, so it's just gaming.
No, he gets taken down.
It's esports.
Defense through there, they're both on the side. He's gonna run the corner, finds one kill. The second one goes down.
Share every moment.
Man, I wonder how awesome
Share
it must
every
be to be a
emotion.
fucking
Share every
shoutcaster.
struggle. Share every success.
intense, man.
Every triumph. Yeah. Share
Like,
it
you really have to
with
know
your
the game that you're
friends,
shoutcasting.
Your teammates, your people, your country.
And there's like a personality that goes into it, man. Like,
You also have to like.
I would love to do it.
Yeah. You
World
also,
Cup. Oh, okay, so just a World Cup.
Today we are proud to have more than 60 million players of Rainbow Six Siege, and we can
Yeah, no,
say
you have
that
to
we
be,
are
like,
top tier
really- you have
esport
to have,
title.
like,
It was the
really
right moment
good,
to have a new
like,
layer of competition. We
idea
are
of
working on
game works.
esport for the last 5 years when we define a professional system
like, proficient
with
at the
organization
game,
and
to
regional
know that,
model.
like, oh, they
So
would
the Rainbow
probably
Six World
make
Cup
this
is
kind
a
of,
new
like,
layer of competition
or they should
of
do
our
this
esport
in order to
ecosystem.
clutch up
It
or
will be
whatever
the
the
first
fuck, you
time we
know?
have a country-based competition for
Not only
our
that, they have
esport
to be
title.
able to think of all
In
that.
the Rainbow
like,
Six World
on
Cup
the
will
spot.
have 20 teams participating
Oh, yeah.
to the main event.
Yeah, no, you have to have
More than
great improv
45
skills to be a
countries
shoutcaster.
will participate
Or
to the
just like a
qualifier.
sports announcer in general.
For such a special occasion, we are very
that
happy
comes from a love
to
of the
introduce
game.
Tony Parker, our ambassador for the Rainbow Six World Cup.
Tony Parker.
Very proud to be with Tony Parker today. So you will be the ambassador of our first Rainbow Six World Cup.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
The rumor. There's the rumor in the streets.
So you are part of the process of
it's the Rainbow Six World Cup then.
You will meet
I was gonna say, I kind of feel
the
like
players, the coaches.
shoutcasting
First of all, I'm very
so
happy,
much,
very excited about the opportunity to be an ambassador of the Rainbow Six, the first Rainbow Six World Cup.
Just because
thanks for choosing me.
Are constantly
I'm excited
evolving.
to meet all the players and explain
how many
to
times
them
is it?
how
When's the
special
last
it is
iteration
to
of
play
football?
for your country. It's very different than team playing. You
The
know,
games
like
are constantly
when you go to
evolving.
your country
With
and
updates,
you listen
new weapons,
to the national
new stuff like
anthem,
that, new
you
metas,
get the goosebumps, and
new games just in general.
It's a great honor.
These guys, they play for organizations that don't play for their country yet.
Skins.
For them, it will be something completely different.
Like you're just walking around with that insane name for this gold skin.
What will be your advice?
Enjoy yourself because it's a unique experience to play in an international competition, and then there's all the pressure around it, you know, because when you play for your country, a lot of pride comes in, and it's going to be a whole new competition. But I'm sure
wild,
if you can feel what I felt, you know, they will love the experience.
This is wild that we're in this place now. Like there's a World Cup for Rainbow Six. A World Cup.
I think it can be big, you know, for the future, for the future of the game. I think it's just
it looks like it'll be cool,
opportunity,
but
you know, and I'm
nothing's
very
going
proud
to top.
to be
As of
part
right
of it.
now, I don't think anything's going to top.
An ambassador like NBA champion Tony Parker just adds to the excitement for this massive event. Keep your eyes on all the Rainbow Six Siege social accounts for more updates.
We're not done just yet with Rainbow. A new season is starting tonight. So let's see what the team has planned.
Oh shit.
Hi, I'm
Love
Leroy,
that shit, man.
Creative Director on Rainbow Six Siege. The Rainbow Six World Cup is going to be exciting and bringing the best players from countries all over the world in summer 2021.
You know what I feel is even
now,
harder
let's focus on what is happening
than
in the
shoutcasting?
game right now. A couple of years ago, we
Being
made the commitment
your
to be live
country's
for at least 10 years.
interpreter
And
for the
today,
shoutcasting.
We are already close to the halfway point of this symbolic milestone. We are not only maintaining this commitment, but we are doubling down by investing more than
I mean, I
ever
guess
to
at that
make the
point,
game
you know,
grow
they probably
and
just
evolve.
have their own
This
shoutcasters
season
doing the
will be
job
Siege
instead of interpreting.
biggest
But
one
like,
to
if you're
date.
in a position
And
where
we're
you have to
excited to bring a
interpret
familiar face
for other
to the
languages,
Rainbow Six
it just must be a
operator
bitch.
roster permanently. Sam Fisher, our call sign Zero in Siege, is bringing his combat experience and training into the game. We are a huge fan of Sam, and we wanted to show you how he fits within our universe. Check this out.
Didn't he?
They're really pushing Sam Fisher.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he just show up recently in another game?
So he showed up originally in Tom Clancy Wildlands.
Uh-huh.
Then they brought him over to...
Sounds fair to me.
Harry says you're here to whip us into shape. That true?
They brought him into something.
Let's find out.
I forget. But when they made Breakpoint, so the second iteration, they brought, like, the first thing they did was brought Sam Fisher back again. And now this time, Sam Fisher's in this one. But there was like, this is like the third or fourth time. Third game, but fourth mention, I believe. They mentioned him in something else. I can't remember what it was.
It's so wild because I was never a fan, or at least I was never able to get my hands on any of the games. So I'm not really like a huge fan of Sam Fisher's journey, you know. I'm familiar, but not like incredibly so. But it is fun to see him just show up.
Yeah.
And it's like he just came out of nowhere.
R&D has set up the facilities you requested.
Just in general, doing that in like any
tomorrow?
game, when you just like, hey, we're just gonna combine a bunch of characters that you guys really love.
Yeah.
In games that are like new. I think it's just fun.
Call me Zero.
The new season
Damn.
is live right now, and we're excited to get your feedback on Zero and the rest of features coming out. Before I go, we also wanted to share some more good news for our players. As you know, this year is special.
I mean, I guess
since the
that's just
PS5
like
and the Xbox Series X are coming out.
the benefit
Today,
of
we
the
want
Tom
to
Clancy
announce
series,
that we
right?
are going to bring you the best Siege experience on console in 2020. with up to 4K
I think the only Splinter Cell I ever actually played a little bit of was Blacklist.
And best of all, current console players will all get this update for free once they upgrade to the next-gen platform of the same family.
Which is really interesting.
As we said, we're in this for the long run, and we have plans for years to come.
Xbox One X and Series X and all that.
Now it's time for a sneak peek at another fan favorite making its
60
return.
FPS with the possibility of doing 120 or some shit like that. Like they didn't make 120 the staple. They said it's going to be 60, but like you could do 120. Oh, Scott Pilgrim.
Hey. Fuck yeah, dude.
I recognize the music.
10-year anniversary, huh? Oh man. This game was harder than necessary at some points, but I remember Joel really wanting to play it. Huh?
Armageddon or some shit? Like the composer?
Oh, I can't remember. The life of me.
It's a fun soundtrack.
Oh yeah, no, it kicks ass. Like, there's no going around that. I just want to read the books again. Oh shit. Milk and eggs, bitch.
Cool. But yeah, as I was saying, they're really pushing the 120. Like a lot of things. Halo's like, we're gonna have 120. COD's like, we're gonna have 120. Now we're gonna have 120.
Knives and Wallace. Nice.
But so it's really cool. Like this 120.
It's time to check in on the dystopian police state of future
I mean,
London.
you got to start pushing it at some point, right?
It's a huge cultural touchstone, and when you're working on a game that's set in a real place, it's something that you have to focus really hard on to make sure you get it right. When we asked Londoners who was an artist who would really reflect,
they lost me after the first game. I thought
speaking up for the oppressed.
Watch Dogs 2 was fun.
One name that came up over and over again.
But I don't know. I never got to play it too much. I took over like once or twice for Joel while he was playing it, and it was cool. It was fun, but I never like got invested into it. I just didn't have the time during the time where it was big.
Social and political change.
But I feel like there's a lot of changes happening in this game specifically. Especially with like the ability to choose who you want to play as.
I like that. I like the
and how they have different abilities and states and stuff. Or not states, abilities and what the fuck? What the fuck? Am I like classes?
Me and my manager got a wicked relationship where the excitement he phoned me with.
Like it's really interesting the way they're going with this game.
I was like, yo, bro.
I'm just hoping they pull it off.
I'm getting bored of you boys.
They having to do with the game happening right now, but this is pretty sick.
I like the stuff like that, so that's why you're using one of his songs to kind of go along with this game, because that's what this game is all about, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, there's a whole mission. All right, that makes sense.
Our beautiful city has been through the ringer.
Okay. I think we've seen
now
most
it's
of this
fallen
right
into the hands of criminal organizations vying to control whatever's left.
Man, if Matt Ryan isn't in this fucking game, I'm gonna be mad.
Our underground hacker collective DedSec is here to build a resistance. But where do we start?
Yeah, that's
look around. Hipsters,
such an interesting
punks, football fans, construction workers, paramedics, annoying tourists, grandparents. What do they all have in common? Any one of them could become your next playable hero and help you save the city.
That's wild. Oh.
Let's do some recruiting, shall we? Well, this one looks promising. Let's hack into his profile. Dan, a getaway driver. He has a completely custom vehicle to make for a fast exit. And, an anti-chase ability, making him immune to those pesky chase drones. He can also hack vehicles to clear the way. That'll come in handy in hot pursuit. Well, let's see him in action.
Intense voiceover.
I know.
It looks. I mean, granted, this is like YouTube compression.
A hacker could always be useful.
Nice.
Thanks to her viral hacking skill, her hacks propagate, affecting everything in the surrounding area. She also can electrify enemies with her shock hack and can steal access keys without needing to enter an enemy location.
Jesus.
Epic. Feeling a little more artsy in your approach? Teresa is a street artist.
Honestly,
a paintball gun gives her a non-lethal way to take
it's
out
not
enemies,
out of the realm of
and she has
possibility
paintballs
to
that
have
can
Matt
disorient
Ryan in this game because Assassin's Creed is a Ubisoft title. So
not bad, eh?
And they've connected
so how
the
do you
world.
convince the people of London to join your team?
Yeah.
Talk to them and find out what it takes to
So
prove
if
that
we
your cause is
can get him
working.
in this game, that'd be awesome. I just want to hear. I love that man's voice.
These Clan Kelly guys.
So good. I love him as Constantine.
My friend's gone missing.
Edward Kenway.
That's like we'll find them.
After you help them, they will join your ranks and become the stars of your story. As you explore London, keep a lookout. Some of the most legendary recruits are not someone you just run into every day. Like this robotic beekeeper, Shelby.
John, am I
She
looking
can
the
wreak
proper
havoc
direction on
using
your
her
end?
bee swarm. She also has a unique weapon, the Overcharger. Her
Check
suit gives her
OBS, damn it,
shock
make sure I'm
immunity,
watching
so
the
she can
screen.
take more damage from certain attacks.
I don't know. Okay. The area.
No, I'm not looking at the right direction.
Now you are.
Okay.
You were originally, but then I flipped you, then I flipped you
You
back.
can recruit the old bloody city if you want. Doesn't mean you should. Henry here's got low mobility, so he's not really fit for a mission that requires you to be
just
nimble.
fall. Imagine you fall, you die, permadeath. So you can never play him again.
Rip Henry.
If you're approaching a stealth
got
mission,
him.
maybe you should keep an eye out for another hitman whose attributes don't include hiccups. No matter who you recruit, you can specialize
God.
each individual to complement your
that's really
playstyle
allergic
by
to
choosing
pollen.
one of the many unlockable
You
weapons
have to
and
take down some
gadgets
people
like
and
the
like a
missile
little
cloak,
flower garden.
the AR cloak.
You
The
get a
spider
recruit that
bot.
pisses himself
Yes,
when
I did
he's
say
nervous.
Spider bot. This is your team.
That's terrifying.
Make it the way you like. Recruit skillful people, adapted for various types of missions, or go with weirdos and grannies. No one's here to judge. So get
I love how
out in the
London is
streets and assemble your
the
troops.
setting for this. It just, I don't know why, it feels good. It feels good, even more so than San Francisco.
They really did.
And
San Francisco
Hello, everyone.
dirty.
My name is
Yeah, they did.
I am the
They
live
did.
producer
It wasn't
on Watch
that
Dogs
great at
Legion.
all.
On behalf of the entire dev team, I want to send a huge
Like there were
thank you
parts of it
to
that
all
were
the fans
good,
for the
but,
love
like,
and support.
There's a lot of
since our
emptiness and
announcement.
repetitiveness.
And today,
this
I'm
looks
happy
like
to
yeah.
announce that an
different.
old friend
Like everything looks like
is
it has
coming back.
detail.
Yeah, and the fact that they like squashed it together.
Easy to say, hard to do.
Is he coming back?
Yes! Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just what the scene needs.
About time.
Are you ready for me, London?
Aiden Pierce. Awesome. I was about to
Damn,
say
with the
that.
beard?
And he's back.
Yeah, I know.
Older,
Because I was
but
gonna
not
say, I'm
necessarily
like,
wiser.
it'd be nice if we could
Aiden
like
Pierce
get,
will be a fully playable character
you know, like
in
some
Watch
of
Dogs
them
Legion
in this game.
as part of our post-launch plans.
Damn, Aiden is old as fuck.
And that's not all.
Yeah.
We're going to open up a whole new chapter.
What about
in
the
his
dude from
story
2?
As part of our standalone DLC included in our season pass.
Because he was like 30,
Stay
40-ish,
tuned
right?
and welcome to the Resistance.
Something. He was pretty
Everyone has a good reason to join the Resistance in Watch
pretty
Dogs
into
Legion.
midlife, I
The
think.
fight for freedom begins on October 29th.
Ubisoft Forward will be back in the upcoming months with more of everything you want to know about our
I
developing
understand
games.
permadeath, but
But
I
before
really
we
don't
go,
want to have Aiden
here's
die.
one more thing.
Yeah.
Are they gonna bring in what's his name? I feel like they should. The one from
From 2? You should. But who knows?
this is, that
I don't know. I can't say the name, but it could always be a different game. I'm sure it's not, but the fuck? Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy got fucking knocked the fuck out by that tree.
Introducing Connect Adventures 2.
It's really interesting because every Ubisoft game has like this distinctly Ubisoft look.
Yeah. Riders Republic. Okay, that's new.
Which, like, it's not the most detailed.
My name is Charlotte.
Like,
I work in Ubisoft NSC, and I'm a senior community developer.
Which, like,
today, we're excited to announce our new IP, Riders Republic. Riders
could have a
Republic
brand, but even then, like,
multiplayer
everything's very
where
different.
You enjoy extreme sports outdoors,
series to
together with your
series.
friends and the community. Our studio is known for its expertise on many multiplayer games. And there is a huge word.
I might actually get this game.
I'm
I was
very
gonna
excited.
say it looked like something you might get.
Yeah, because I used to
on Dream Terrain.
I used to have games like this, or they're more like
for Riders Republic.
Motocross versus ATV and stuff, but I also had like BMX stuff, and I had the SSX games for snowboarding and everything.
To experiment with different extreme sports on different types of
and
terrain.
I really enjoyed playing
You have
them. Like they're
forests,
very
you have
fun
snow,
and
you have sand,
good way to
you have mountains, you have cliffs.
pass the time.
Amazing when you see all these people just flying
The only
around
one,
you,
the only one that kind of
jumps,
crushed my
jumping
spirit
through
was Shaun
gates.
White
It's one of
snowboarding because it
those
was
visions that you're
complicated.
like, oh my god, this game's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
This game is
What do you call
that
it?
next-gen
least
social
for the,
interaction game with a huge world
Watch Dogs
and a lot of possibilities.
I heard some complaints,
It's
and I'm really
literally
hoping like they're
an
not
extreme sports
they
fantasy land.
touched it up. Was that like some of the characters?
Our objective
even though
was
they're
to really
supposed be all
depict natural places, and
samey,
we wanted to go for
and like to an
the
extent,
best, the
I
most impressive
understand
natural
because there's
places in
only
the
so
world.
much you can do.
So we decided to go
with,
to
like,
the US
randomly
national parks.
generated
What we
characters
did
and
is
stuff like
actually
that, and
stitching
everyone
together
being a
7
possibility
regions
to
in a way
play.
that feels natural. But for each of them, we
but
actually used
I just hope it's not
GPS
too
data
much,
so
you know?
that everything you see
Yeah.
is there
Like,
for
there's
real.
there's a line
and I think
that
it's going to be a
feel
great experience.
That is like, okay, you crossed
Our
it. This
philosophy
is
was
way
to
too
be able to
repetitive.
welcome different kinds of
I'm
players.
really hoping
Let
they
them enjoy the
don't-
game the way they want.
don't pass that
choose their setting, choose their sport, and let them
I have
go
hopes for that.
where they
'Cause
want
if they
to go.
can pull it off, dude, that's gonna be.
We're
great.
very excited to be able to reveal it.
Yeah,
to
I
the
mean, I
world.
feel like it,
So now I've got
it's
one more
a
thing for
really
you to
fine
check
line
out.
to
Enjoy
get
it.
something like that right.
All right.
We're getting one
They
more
just
thing for
dropped
the one more
trailer.
thing? It's unheard
My
of.
moment of glory awaits.
I don't reckon.
Damn it, how do you work this piece of junk? They don't build them like they used to. Welcome to Riders Republic, Adrenaline Junkies. There are no rules here. But what's a republic without a constitution, am I right? Here's a few truths about how we lay it down. We, the
fucking
Riders,
wild.
welcome all thrill seekers to the Republic.
Yeah, I was saying it's kind of a fine line to be able to do that right because
We, the Riders, salute the rationality
because
of
like you're gonna want your players to
Oh,
have
shit.
a sense. Jesus
I would fail
Christ!
this
We, the
80
Riders, say that
million
friends who
times
slay
before I got it
together,
right.
stay together.
You're gonna want your players to have a sense of being able to have a standard set of controls without like switching between characters and being like, oh, how in the fuck do I do this? Like
You ride, the Republic will abide.
There's a limit, like to how much you
yeah,
go crazy with character.
Go rogue.
definitely. Is that a fucking jetpack?
That's fucking.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, I love it. I want it, dude. I want that. I want the literal.
We, the Riders,
big
insist that
dino.
you do you always. Outrace, out-trick, outperform. And gain some
Speaking of
credit
games
by
like this,
sharing
you
the
were saying, like,
magic.
Yeah, I'm
with
probably
the
gonna
rest
get
of
this
the
game.
Republic.
Are you getting Tony Hawk, the remix?
Yeah. I just haven't had the money to get it yet.
Okay. I figured you like it would look like
Boards, planks.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to play
thought
Pro
about
Skater 2 all the time.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing it myself. Oh fuck!
Be it road, freestyle, slope style, enduro, or downhill. As you
There's a lot
grow,
of
the
customizability
drift
in there.
gets so slick.
Yeah.
And
Like
it'll
both
help you drop
character
bigger
and like
clips.
vehicle.
Oof.
We, the Riders, assure epic events.
Felt
to
that in
build
my
your
groin.
Welcome
X Games.
Are they sponsored by X Games?
Sign with hot
I mean,
sponsors
I'd be surprised if there was no affiliation. And Red Bull, yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, I would watch X Games.
We never
and
stopped
the
doing
Duke
things
was
for
so
the
much
first
going up.
time.
They were a big part of my summers.
I used to just watch the X Games for the skating.
Oh, I loved everything. BMX, skating, snowboarding.
Oh my god.
Like the Winter
Yeah,
X Games?
Winter X Games, yeah. I used to watch for snowboarding as well.
This kind of reminds me of that one game you were playing.
Yeah.
Only a little bit more realistic. Like first person.
Lonely Mountains Downhill? Yeah. Yeah, no, I want this game for the fucking mountain bike alone. Dirt nice, everything nice.
That's a good list.
We the riders invite you to leave the roads and take the trails.
Give a fucking
Explore the land, climb the
It's
peaks,
so calm compared
roam
to
the natural world.
I
After
know.
all, it's bad manners to keep the mountains waiting.
I mean, aside from Prince of Persia, like,
It's a big fucking map. Huge.
this is probably like the highlight of this fucking of this Ubisoft Forward. Oh my god, they're dead. Super dead.
Yeah. I thought it was just funny when I saw like in the first intro that one guy that got fucking wiped the fuck out by that tree. And now I'm
Cactus.
yeah, by that cactus. And now I'm realizing people just get fucking destroyed brutally in this fucking game.
Zion. Grand Teton.
We the riders guarantee a ton of insane contests all the time. There's trick battles to grind your way through.
See, like,
I love the
games
panda head.
Yeah, games like this where you can have like a oh cool, there's like a battle.
Oh my god, is this paint
It's kind of
or
yeah.
graffiti? Oh my god.
It's kind of like
Oh, that.
Splatoon.
Nah, man, this is old school Tony Hawk.
Yeah, is it? I never played these.
Yeah,
games.
they had a multiplayer mode called Graffiti, and if you do a trick, it paints it your color, and you just have to. Yeah, it's basically like Splatoon. Like the more of the color that you have on the map. Oh Jesus! You know what this reminds me of? That one like celebration thing somewhere in Europe, where the cheese run. You like roll after a wheel of cheese, and it's like dozens of people, and you're just fucking like down a gigantic hill, and they're just fucking falling over each other and shit.
This looks fun. I'm really hoping.
No. February 25th.
Riders Republic in the coming months.
Yeah, if the beta comes out, I'm getting that.
Today,
Yeah, no. Aside from
the
Prince of
first
Persia, I think
in-depth
that
look
was the
at
hardest hitting
Immortals
game that
Phoenix
they've shown.
Caught a glimpse of Prince of Persia
Yeah,
Sands
no.
of Time remake.
Wasn't gonna be too much.
Got to fight off
I
seven
think you
evil
said.
X's in
Yeah, I
Scott
think you
Pilgrim
said
versus
that
the World, the game,
that there's gonna be another Forward
and witness
later
the
this
big
year.
reveal of Riders Republic, along with so much more.
That looks rad.
You can expect more reveals
I
and
didn't
news
think-
in the next Ubisoft Forward. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-show, featuring a walkthrough of Immortals Phoenix Rising and a Roller Champions show match.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be stoked for anything in this Forward, but it's happening, man. That fucking what was it? Riders Republic?
Riders Republic. Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked about Riders Republic. Like I didn't think it was gonna grab me. I was just thinking it's gonna be another extreme sports game. It's gonna look lame, but it looks fucking rad. Like there's no HUD or anything that they showed us from what I'm assuming is gonna be the gameplay, which I'm actually fine with.
Or at
Just
least the
clean.
ability like to turn it off if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because there really shouldn't be a HUD for something when you're just like riding down, you know? Like, unless like you want to track speed or something, but
Speed, maybe like the map so you can see it or some shit. But like,
yeah, the trail and stuff. But
hopefully it's like minimal or you can customize it to have as much detail as you want or whatever. But the map looks big.
Yeah.
It looks really big.
oh yeah, no, it looks awesome. It looks like a Forza Horizon for fucking extreme sports.
I was gonna say like for me personally, in games like that have like a bunch of like characters and customization and stuff like that, my main hope is that whenever they have stuff where it's like, oh, you can be as unique and creative as possible, I'm always like, okay, cool. Let me have an Assassin's Creed outfit and maybe a Watch Dogs outfit. Like, it's Ubisoft. Let me have other Ubisoft characters because I mean, it doesn't look like they're trying to take themselves seriously. And like,
oh hell no,
it's not like the first time. They've never done something like that. I mean, like, they have, obviously, Sam Fisher's going to be in Rainbow Six. He's in other games. I think one of the characters in Rainbow Six has, like, I forget which one, but basically, there are games that, like, you can dress up, and they don't sometimes directly say it, but, like, you're like, oh, that's, like, Wildlands. That's this one character is dressed like the guy from Wildlands, or this guy's in fucking, whatever the fuck. Assassin's Creed has been doing it for a long fucking time. You know?
Dude, I had in Assassin's Creed Origins, I have a sword and a shield from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't.
Like bullshit? They're based off of Final Fantasy, but yeah.
The fuck? I don't have any of that. No, oh well.
It's pretty rad.
But yeah, no, that was actually kind of fun. It's so interesting nowadays that all these what do you call it? Companies are just deciding to do these like really short, like 30-minute, 60 minute kind of things, because they don't need to have like the designated day. They're just like, all right, let's recording, show me what we got. Can it fill an hour? Can it fill 30 minutes? Cool, send it out.
I think it's kind of a bit of a smart move on their part, because presumably it reduces crunch time with having to put these presentations together. Aside from that, it I think it's smart because of the lack of production and shipping and buying that's coming from COVID-19. I think, setting those expectations all in like a 1.5 hour kind of show during June, July, and then having zero things happening for you or zero things to be expected from then forward up until the next console launch, or at least the next the upcoming holiday. I think breaking up their presentations gives people more time to work on the presentations, gives developers more time to work on the games so they can give them for the presentations, and then it also sprinkles little things out here and there so you just don't feel like you're missing anything.
Yeah, it's like I could just see like the not founder, but like the head of like Ubisoft just kind of being like, okay, I want a status report from like each company or each studio. Like, where's your game? What can you show us? Do you have anything like not tangible but presentable? And like you just have some like, we don't have anything since last time, or oh, we have some stuff, we can do this. And they're just like, all right, make a list. And go like, okay, we can fill like 30 minutes. We're good. We have a show. Or maybe they're like, oh, we have enough for maybe we could use one more. Like, hey, which of you guys thinks you guys can get something out in the next 2 weeks? Like that. Like, because like we have like 3 people to show right now. We need at least one more for like a good solid like mini show or show, and you just have like whoever can just like, oh, like if it's a small company, it's like, I think we can do it, or small studios like, I think we can do it. They get it out, sounds good. If not, then it's just like a big game like Legions or Assassin's Creed that's like, anything we show is good because everyone loves us because we're the AAA motherfucking game. So you know what?
Yeah.
Show them a bunny and they'll flip their shit.
I think it's a little easy. Well, I don't want to put down anyone's hard work or anything from Ubisoft, but I feel like it's a little easier for them, and like bigger studios like WB and stuff, WB Montreal and everything, who have really big, well-known, loved and lived-in titles. So like Ubisoft, if they have a bunch of smaller shit that they want to show you and they need to fill 10 minutes with some, awesome shit that people are looking for, throw in 10 minutes of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Next
much.
direct, well, we can't just show more Assassin's Creed. It's like, all right, well, what else we got? Watch Dogs? It's like, yeah, all right, throwing some Watch Dogs. And then it's like, what else do we got? It's like, well, I mean, we have, what's another big Ubisoft title?
Tom Clancy. Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, something from Tom Clancy. Throw it in there.
Yep.
Fucking, yeah. So I feel like it's like a big, like with these Ubisoft Directs, I don't know how many they have planned left, but I feel like it's like guaranteed one of their bigger games to look at that they haven't like really talked about. And then some smaller stuff like what's the word I'm looking for, John? Like Prince of Persia.
Retro? No. Remakes?
No. Yeah, like a remake. Or just like a, god damn, what's the word I'm looking for?
Callback?
No, just like when they make it better.
Improvement?
Like enhanced
Yeah,
version. I don't know. Fuck, you're letting me down, John.
I don't know what the word you're trying to think of.
A remastered version of a game. Jesus, John.
I guess.
Yeah, maybe they have a remastered version of a game or a new like sort of indie title or just a smaller game. Like Scott Pilgrim that people really love.
That was a surprise.
And they're just like, yeah, no, I mean, I knew there was something coming from Scott Pilgrim. I just,
really?
Yeah, because I've been seeing some stuff about Brian Lee O'Malley and Jeffrey Wright, I think. But I didn't expect the game, and I should have. But then again, I'm not as deep into the Scott Pilgrim pool as most Scott Pilgrim fans are, like Joel. I gotta see if he knew about this 10th anniversary edition.
Maybe.
But then again, he probably just has everything it comes with already.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, I feel like their next direct is probably gonna be. I want to say it would probably be around November, like right, like just before
post console launch, or just before.
Just before. I want to say it would be right before console launch. If not, maybe it's like a whole week full of that shit. I don't even know.
Do you suspect that they're gonna have all their heavy hitters right before console launch? Just like, let's show Assassin's Creed, let's show Watch Dogs Legion, let's show more Rainbow Six stuff. Hell, let's show another Splinter Cell game because we're just throwing Sam Fisher everywhere.
Let me see. Watch Dogs Legion, that will be coming out October 29th. So that's October 29th. Let's see. What was it? AC Valhalla? Valhalla release dates. That is son of a bitch. That is November 17th. Okay. Cyberpunk, November 19th.
Right, Cyberpunk. Is that oh, that's CG Product Red.
That's CG Product Red, yeah. Xbox Series X release date 2020.
Did we get a release date? I know we got the price.
November 10th, 2020. I think is what they're saying. Yeah. This was just posted a day ago. I see myself. Yeah, so November 10th, I guess, is the newest thing. They just announced this yesterday when they announced the prices, which, by the way...
Was that the Series S and that Series X?
Series X.
Or just...
Yeah, because they finally confirmed X. Because the other day was the S, and they're like $300, and now the X is $500. And they are...
Yeah.
They are killer fucking deals, dude. Honestly, for like what you're getting. It is...
Yeah.
With this one, I will now say it's hard. It's going to be hard for, and like, I really like PC, but it's going to be really hard for anyone to be like, oh, build a PC equivalent for the same amount of money, because like they are selling these consoles at a fucking loss comparatively.
That's definitely gonna be that's a choice you're making kind of thing. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what the PS5 has, because at this point I don't have any faith that Sony's gonna make it less than the Xbox.
No.
Yeah,
and even then,
it's definitely gonna be. Yeah.
Even then, even if they do make it like say the same price, right?
Mm-hmm.
The S is pretty much the exact same as the X, only instead of 4K, it's 1440p. Which, like I said before, like on last podcast, the majority of people are still on 1080. Hell, a lot of the world is even less on that. There's a good portion that's like on 720 and lower than that. So 1440p is still going to look fucking nice, and it's going to have like a noticeable improvement. So, like for $300, and you're getting like the same roughly the same speed and performance and as the Series X, and for like a small little boy, I think it's going to be like I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be one of the biggest sellers. Granted, I understand that it does come with the hefty price of you need to have decent internet because this is an all digital version.
Yeah.
But for those that can take advantage of that, I think it's going to be really nice.
Oh, it's totally worth it.
I originally was going to keep my Xbox One X and give it to Brianna, and I get the Series X. But now knowing the difference, I'll probably end up selling my One X, or buy Brianna the Series S, and then I'll buy the Series X for myself. Because I like the 4K stuff. I'll benefit from that. I want 120, all that. Brianna, we can just get like a nice 1440p monitor, 120, whatever the fuck, and then she'll have it. Because like I take up a little bit more room, so having her actually no, her Xbox takes up quite a bit. But like like she'll have like a nice small console and stuff like that. And like again, all these have like those little tiny payment plans where you can get like I think get the Series S for like $24 a month. So by the time you pay off for the entire year, you paid $300, and you got Xbox Live and Game Pass, and you paid $300. You paid the exact same price that you would have paid for the Series S. And now, Xbox, I think, just announced that they're going to be partnering with EA Play. So if
I did see that.
So if I have Xbox Game Pass and I have Xbox or EA All Access, so I'm paying for both, and like it's convenient because I could just like I was literally scrolling one day and I just saw like Need for Speed Rivals, and I was like, I never played that game. And then I saw a little like download symbol. I'm like, wait, I can download this? And I'm like, I have EA Access. Fuck yeah! So I downloaded it. So now, like, combining that two is, like, you get, like, another portion. Because I can play Battlefield games. I can play any of the Need for Speed games. Any whatever sports game. I don't really play them, but you get the idea. But, yeah, no, I think the next conference from all of them, I feel like we're going to have, like, a big week or 2 weeks of just conferences. From around the end-ish of October to, like, mid-November. Just constantly people announcing conferences.
I think it would be a smart move, especially, I mean, the weeks leading up to a console launch of, a new generation is always going to be like high anticipation. But aside from that, finally being able to fully showcase your things and being like, you can have this at launch, and at launch being next week, that's gonna push a lot of people to go buy some consoles. It is gonna be a little tough for Sony to make some sales though, because of the limited number and they're starting pre-orders. I don't know. Xbox is gonna have a definite leg up on them, but who even knows with the price of the PS5? Either one of the digital and the one with the disc drive.
The disc drive would have to be like $300 or $400.
At least $100. I was gonna say the one with the disc drive is gonna have to be at least $100 more than the discless.
Yeah. So the discless one, I think, is gonna be like $400. Originally, I would stand by that, But because of the $300 price tag on the
for the Series S,
I wonder if that might bring down the price. That being said, it's not like it's not a slightly lesser model like the One S. It's still the same model, just no disk drive. So I can understand it still being $400. But I'm just wondering if like the Series S will somehow impact that one's price range.
I think I don't know. I feel like Xbox is doing just a hell of a job with connecting their players, and they're holding on to their promise of being able to push for a new digital frontier for gamers to be able to have everything at their fingertips without even. I mean, because Project X Cloud is not going to be Xbox streaming or something, and it's going to be available for free with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Which, if you're gonna get the Series S, which is all digital, is the best thing to get with that console. And I feel, PlayStation has PS Plus, but they have problems with PS Plus as well, and it doesn't have anything that can hold a candle to the Series S with the combination of Game Pass Ultimate and their streaming service now. So I feel like Sony's going to take a big hit in that department. So they either have to lower the price or just push something out that's really huge that nobody saw coming.
Yeah. Well, but until then, I think we're going to have like maybe a slightly dry. I don't know if we're going to have another conference anytime soon. I don't know if like they've already announced what company is going to have what conferences. I really should check IGN for that every once in a while.
I say from now to the middle of October, it's going to be a little dry.
That's what I'm thinking. I think from now to the middle of October, it's going to be dry. The only thing we're going to get is like articles like, oh, hey, we released this, or oh, hey, like kind of like how we got with like Game Pass and all that. Like,
or
hey,
new
tweets or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be, but definitely end of October is going to be fun. End of October to like end of November. It's just going to be like, my wallet's going to cry. Let's just say that. Because everything, because like I was gonna say, we're just talking about PlayStation and Xbox, not to mention console. The graphics cards are releasing around that time. So then like AMD just announced that they're going to be making a new. So you know how I have that 3000 architecture, that 3000 series? Yeah, they just announced 4000. So I'm happy about that. So
there are rumors floating around about a new Switch,
right? The new Switch where they said get ready for 4K.
Yeah,
they told the developers that like
there's a lot happening here.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess until then, I just keep waiting.
Yeah, just keep waiting.
Yep,
just keep waiting. This has been another TopCup Reacts. Thank you for joining us. If you want to follow us individually on social media, you can find me at Your Buddy Danny on Twitter and Instagram. You can find John at John Ray Vidas on Instagram and Clingy Might on Twitter. If you want to follow the channel, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at TopCup Vids, or you can join our Facebook group at TopCup Games and follow us on Twitch, where usually they just host me streaming because I'm the one somehow streaming more often. Also, TopCup Vids. But yeah, so let us know what you think of the Ubisoft Direct in the comments and who you're going to be fighting for when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation this upcoming holiday. Or maybe you're just going to pull out that third vote and just go Nintendo. Say fuck everybody else.
Well, Olive has her vote. It's clearly
Olive
Nintendo.
clearly has her vote. She's very vocal today about this. I think she's very angry. But yeah, until the next reacts or until the next podcast. See you guys later. Bye.